going to be bringing you the first video in a new series that we hope to get rolling on our channel, Battle of the Brands and dupe videos that we're going to be starting. So today, the battle is between my beloved Kat Von D tattoo liner and the Physicians Formula eye booster. I will start off with the price of these two, and the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper is $18, and the Physicians Formula eye booster in Ultra Black is $10 from the drugstore. At least that's how much I bought it for at Target, I believe. So we will start with the brush tip. You're not going to be able to see it from that far away, so I will do a close-up, but they are roughly the same size, and that's something that I realized I forgot to mention, is that the reason I am doing a battle between these two is because they are both brush tip liquid eyeliners, which is my favorite, so I thought it would be cool to do a compare contrast video because I have seen a bunch of reviews of the Physicians Formula and a lot of people really like this one and think it's better than the Kat Von D, so I wanted to share my opinion on that. So I will preface this by saying that the Kat Von D and I have a little history together, so I might be a little biased. And this is the first higher end, mid-end, whatever, eyeliner that I ever purchased. I want to say probably my junior year in high school. I bought this and it was so cool, and I wore winged eyeliner probably every day from that night because I love this so much. I really, really love this. I still love this so much. So I have always been impressed with the pigmentation of this. It's always been super black to me, and it's always something that I can count on because I know what to expect from it. You know, I always expect that it's going to be black. I'm going to get a really nice wing with it. The first thing I'm going to go into is the pigmentation. With that being said about the Kat Von D, I purchased this at Target, like I said, because I had seen some reviews on it and I wanted to give it a try. And I didn't want to pay the $18 for the Kat Von D, so I thought maybe I would give this a try. I really only saved $8 though, but I will get into that. So I purchased the Physicians Formula and I brought it home and I opened it because I was so excited, and I swatched it, and it's black, don't get me wrong, because it is a black liquid eyeliner, but it is nowhere near the pigmentation of the Kat Von D. Especially find the name a little misleading in that sense because it's called Ultra Black, so you definitely expect that this is going to be like the blackest of the black. And I just was very disappointed when I opened it and swatched it because like I said, I was expecting the pigmentation to be a lot higher than it was. And the thing about this is that I like to, most of the time, like when I'm going to work, make my makeup pretty easy. Even if I'm doing a winged eyeliner, I kind of want to just get it done really fast and be out the door. And with the Kat Von D, I can definitely do that. With this though, I definitely feel like I have to go over it a few times to get that opacity of the Kat Von D, which in my opinion, that's not what I want in an eyeliner. I definitely don't want to have to keep going over it to get the full darkness that I'm expecting. And in my opinion, you're using more product when you do that. You're going over it multiple times. You're definitely using more product. So in the end, I don't really think that I would be saving the $8 by not buying the Kat Von D because I'm going to have to purchase this sooner. So I would fork over the $8 and just get the Kat Von D. Plus side though, for both people, because I know that maybe this could be a determining factor for you, is that both companies are cruelty-free, which is a plus for those vegan ladies out there, vegan peoples out there. I don't find that either of these really smudge though. Like, you know, I don't really prefer the Physicians Formula, but I don't really have anything bad to say about the wear time. I haven't really noticed it being super smudgy or anything like that. Like the Kat Von D, I definitely don't have any smudging with that. I have worn the Physicians Formula. If I wear it to work, it's like 9-10 hours that I'm wearing it, and I don't really notice any fading. I try to steer clear of like rubbing my eyes though, just to prevent that. But the Kat Von D is what I'm wearing today, and I have had this on for upwards of 10 hours, and it looks just as good as when I put it on. I wanted to throw that out there. And One thing I want to mention though, because I'm not hating on the drugstore, I just think that this is fairly expensive for a drugstore liquid liner. It is $10, and when I'm thinking drugstore, like, I don't want to spend that much. I love the brush tip, I do, but if I'm going to get a drugstore liner, my favorite is the Jordana. It is at most $3. It is not a brush tip, it's a felt tip, but in my opinion, it is one of the best cheap drugstore eyeliners, and that might be saying a lot, but I would buy that any day over this. I would buy 3 of those before I bought one of this again, to be completely honest with you, because the pigmentation is there on the Jordana for the $3. This is like $10, you're not getting the pigmentation. Like, I feel like if you pay the extra $8, you're getting that pigmentation that this one is lacking. But like I said, if you're wanting that lash boosting serum, I guess this could be a good thing for you, and it would be a determining factor, but for me it's not really something that I care about. So I didn't mean for this to end up being a bashing video on the Physicians Formula, because it's not a terrible product. If you've never used the Kat Von D, or you just don't want to splurge on it, which is completely understandable, I think that maybe you would really like the Physicians Formula, but in my opinion, that extra $8 is worth it if you have it. And the winner of this first round of Battle of the Brands is gonna have to go to the Kat Von D liner, because I love it so much and it's so much better in my opinion. And I'm very sorry to this little guy. He will still get all the use until it's completely empty. I will use it up. But I will not be repurchasing this one in the future. I will definitely be repurchasing this one in the future. I would love to see what your guys' opinions are on those eyeliners in particular, and I'd also like to know what you think about seeing more of these Battle of the Brand type videos and dupe videos, because we definitely have a bunch of those in the works, and we'd love to know what you think about them. So I will see you in our next video. Bye!